See the circus. Abandon all hope now.
Hi, I'm Creepo the Clown.
Welcome to Clown Alley. This is where I get ready for the big show.
And sharpen my fangs. Now to just cover this zit. There, I'm ready for some soul sucking.
It's Circus Day in a big city.
So run.
Out front, the people are gathering here at the sports arena for the afternoon show.
That's it, kids. Closer, closer.
Today's big circus plays in a building of concrete and steel. But when I joined the circus, we played under a huge canvas tent.
Complete with sacrificial altar.
The circus day began early in the morning when the circus train pulled into town. Back then, I was traveling with the Cole Brothers show.
Yes, nothing says circus more than coal.
And in this car, we keep the elephants and carnies.
A large crew of workers traveled with the show.
A scurvy
They
lot.
worked together as a team to unload the train
Whoa!
and set up the circus line.
I am not cleaning that.
The workhorses were unloaded first. Old Tony was a real ham and always greeted the circus fans with a fine bow.
Yeah, he looks real happy. Remember, you do the Ring of Fire or it's Elmer's glue time. Your choice. Here, a Keystone Cop takes a horse
They
downtown.
used the horses to unload the heavy wagons.
Freddy Krueger assists.
A rope wrapped around a snubbing post
Is
kept the
stupid.
wagons from rolling too fast.
The circus is fun, fun, fun. Ah, yes, the pageantry that is circus.
As soon as the wagons had been rolled from the flat cars, they were hustled away to the circus lot.
Elephants packed like sardines gasp for fresh air for their first time since Tulsa.
Cars that were higher and stronger than the other stock cars.
Oh, lucky them.
I guess elephants and the circus have always gone together.
An unnatural
Circus
union
people
forged in
prefer to
hell.
use Indian elephants because they are easy to train.
But they
The
collect
elephants
dust.
are called bulls, and the trainers control them with a pointed stick called a hook.
That's because it is a hook.
We carried animals from all over the world.
Nothing
There
like
was a
circus
sacred bull
bison.
from India, and llamas from the high Andes mountains of South America. There were zebras from the wide grassy plains of Africa,
Why, there's no point on the globe the white man hasn't plundered.
Signs had been drawn with chalk to direct us to the circus lot.
Because maps are too confusing.
As the animals arrived on the lot, they were tied to wagons until the menagerie tent was ready. Wagon after wagon was pulled into place.
It's hard to guess what the elephants enjoy more, performing for peanuts or forced labor.
Lots of work had to be done to get ready for the afternoon show. The biggest job was
Hey, let's
getting
sing
the
that
canvas
Dumbo
into
song.
the air. Hundreds of stakes had to be driven into the ground to tie down the tents. Some of the stakes were driven by hand, but most were driven by machine.
Say, does watching this turn you on at all, Fred?
The center poles had to be threaded with pulleys and ropes and large iron rings to hold the canvas top.
Enjoy this shot of a gray ass.
The first center pole to go up was called the king pole.
All will bow down to me.
The king pole was held in place by long guy ropes and was used to help raise the other center poles.
What's more fun than a circus, huh?
One by one, the elephants pulled the heavy poles into the air.
While they daydream about trampling the
The men
handlers.
had been working since early morning and were sure happy when the blue flag went up on the cook tent to signal that breakfast was ready.
Okay, zebra chow.
We were one big circus family in those days.
And by family, I mean toothless, sweaty
Prepared
hobos.
Only 2 meals a day, but there was plenty of good food, and you could have all you wanted to eat.
As long as you wanted toast. Ah, with your hands? Yes, sir, no femmy utensils or gloves here. What language is that?
After breakfast, there was still a lot of work to be done.
And a lot of animal corpses to be buried.
A roll of tent canvas was pulled from the wagons. The elephants were trained to do many jobs and were a big help in putting up the tents.
What don't the elephants do? Later, the elephants would tally up accounts receivable. Why, who wouldn't want to run away and join the circus?
After the canvas was spread, some of the workmen tied it to the iron rings, while others laced the sections together. When the canvas was ready, the men set the side poles.
I'm gonna get some ragging, and some rolls, and some raisin razzin'.
Shoot it. Move along.
Oh, such a
Pole
colorful
after
tent.
pole was raised into place. The big top was slowly lifted into the air.
Their makeshift fire hazard was nearly complete.
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hold it. Now downstage. Hit it. Next.
Finally, the seats were set up and the side walls were hung in place.
Can you stand it?
When the tent was in the air, it was easy for anyone to see why we called it the big top.
More like a big gray lump.
By noon, all the tents were ready and the animals were under cover.
Working for the Secret Service.
The heavy work of the elephants was done, and they had time for a well-earned rest before the big show.
Yeah, throw some dirt on yourself. Knock yourself out.
The Midway was the front door to the big show. The color and sounds of the Midway were an exciting part of the old circus.
If by colors you mean gray and brown.
One ticket pays the way to see it all. Early if you gotta go. It's a show for the ladies, the gentlemen, and the children. If you gotta see the big sideshow, you're just in time, and this is the place. Hurry a little out and going. One ticket pays the way to see it all. No waiting in here.
No.
Let's go in and start the show right now. Go right in there and start the show. There it goes right now. If you gotta go, this is the first big show in your city today. Everything you see pictured and painted out.
After buying your ticket, you passed through the menagerie tent on your way to the big top.
Let the horror
There
begin.
were all kinds of sights and sounds here to thrill the circus fans.
Yes, crowds delight at the sight of majestic lions being kept in tiny cages. Mom, I want to go home.
While the crowd was gathering, our circus trumpeter called us to get ready for the show.
Louis Armstrong's dumber brother. Here, a clown pokes out his eyeballs.
As the performers hurried to get into costume.
This ought to freak out the little punks. I'll be waiting for you under your bed.
Whee!
By circus tradition, each clown has his own special makeup, and no one else copies it.
Here, a young John Wayne Gacy gives makeup tips.
The circus animals were dressed with beautiful robes, feather plumes, and special harness.
And they seem real happy about it. Okay, I get it. Elephants.
Showtime, all the performers were ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the circus on parade.
Ooh, if you're getting near a song, play it. Vincent Price. We I don't know how we'll get home. Rick Perry. Horses hang their head in shame. No comment here, folks. And they're still together. It's fun to watch people plunge to their doom. And then 12 ponies.
The golden light under the canvas and the dust and smells of the old circus are gone. But the acts are still pretty much the same. Oh, sure, there have been some changes.
Lawsuits.
Circus is still the greatest show on earth. And to have a circus, you have to have clowns.
Filthy, nightmare-inducing clowns. I will kill for this.